Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video today. The silver market is pretty silly sporadic, to say the least. Everybody's trying to get their hands on silver and gold. And these guys seem to be hard to get. Fulfilling orders. The mint just can't keep up. Had a nice talk with one of the managers at JM Bullion. And, I placed an order. They had inventory in stock. To my amazement, calling them after being on hold for 1 hour to speak with somebody, my shipment wasn't going out because they didn't have the inventory. I was like, what happened? I had ample amounts of stock when I made my purchase, but between then and fulfilling them, they were lost in translation with their supposed warehouse where they're fulfilling, which is, I guess, not even in the same state. So I said, hey, that's no problem. Can we go ahead and just fill that with something else? You weren't able to give me that coin. How about we put this coin in because you guys have stock of that coin? And their answer to that was, well, there's a $50 cancellation fee if you cancel that order. And even if I did do that, since the current prices were even more cheaper, I thought, hey, let's go ahead and do that and I'll still save some money even with that $50 cancellation. And she said that, oh, we're not able to get those either. Just so happens. So again, their response was, well, when we had the stock, we also have a fulfillment order with the mint saying that, hey, we are going to give you guys a supply. And so they counted on that supply on their real-time inventory on jmbullion.com. Which I thought was a little bit suspicious, being that, hey, if you have the inventory on your website, why would you say you had more inventory based on what you are going to get from the mint? So I thought that was, a little misleading, and she also guaranteed me that I would get my order. Absolutely guaranteed you will receive your merchandise. And they supposedly had a lead time that the mint was going to give them their order within 2 weeks. So they were going to be able to have my order go out in 2 weeks, which that's kind of a big promise because they're obviously banking on that delivery of bullion because they put that they've already have inventory for it and they're selling it even though they actually don't have it in-house, which I think is just, it's crazy. And she said, well, we buy bullion monthly because the prices fluctuate a lot. It would be tough to buy millions of dollars all at once and then just sit on it, and it'd be too much of a risk. I get that, but don't claim that you have inventory when you actually haven't physically possessed the inventory. It makes no sense. So that's just a frustration I'm having. And leave some comments on what you guys think's happening. Do you think the mint's gonna actually be able to make do on those promises? Let's hope so. They have so much confidence in the mint that they're going to say they have it in stock but really don't have it in stock. Again, I didn't really buy that. Something's going on. They're just holding on to stuff, saying that they actually have it, but it's supposed to be fulfilled by the mint. That doesn't make sense. You either have it and you can sell it, or you're holding it for some reason. And so whether something's supposed to be happening within the 2 weeks to a month, It's not a huge order that I'm waiting on, and so I'm not, really worried about it. But hey, it's something that they were selling. They went ahead and debited my account, but don't actually have the product because they're waiting on the manufacturer with a claim that they're going to make due on their contract. So we'll see. Coin shops and all of the likes, they're not able to get their hands on anything either. It's kind of like how ammunition is going throughout the situation. It's crazy. So, what do you think's happening? What are your potential comments on the situation? I'm just enjoying my coffee and trying to get out there and explain what's going on. There isn't a lot of transparency, and who to believe when these things are happening. Premiums are out of proportion. They're thinking that, hey, this is just a temporary thing. They're hammering the metals, so we want to make sure that we have a huge premium in there that reflects the reset of these metals, which can only be going higher. There's a lot of pre-sale stuff. People are saying, hey, these are all pre-sale, and I made an order last week, and it's really frustrating that they had inventory in stock and then now all of a sudden they don't. How do you fulfill orders that aren't reflecting your inventory? Mind-boggling. On another note, SD Bullion, I think I've kind of lost a little bit of, professionalism from them because they're selling silverware now. 500 ounces. 500 spoons and forks for $7,000. They're saying, oh, you can hold on to this as a leverage, as some hedge, and then when the market gets better, you can sell this stuff back or have it melted down. It's like, why don't you melt it down and actually, get it into some bullion, some, metal or something round with some shape so that somebody can, it just looked desperate to me trying to sell silverware. If I can, I'll get a picture and put it in there. It just shows desperation. Trying to sell anything silver they can get their hands on to, make it look like it's something of value when it's just someone's used silverware. Yeah, it's 925 silver, which is quality. But, $7,000 for what? Each fork is probably, an ounce or two. So you're thinking 250 to 300 pieces of utensils for $7,000? Come on. Is that just showing that, hey, this is all the stuff we had to sell and we better sell anything we can get our hands on? That kind of tactic? It's just mind-boggling. So, I don't think I'm going to be, purchasing from them anymore. They're gouging. They're not the only ones, but it's just really difficult to be told that you have something and then you don't. And if I wanted to cancel my order completely, it'd be $70. And that has crossed my mind. But the lady assured me, was adamant about, hey, you're going to receive your merchandise. And that was, of course, the right things to say, because if she was at all hesitant or not sure, I'm pretty sure people would be showing up at their headquarters in Las Vegas to demand their money or their product. This is ridiculous. And so I don't want to ramble on and rant too much, but this is where we're heading, whether it's good or not. And as a result to the honey badger virus, as we're calling it, it just seems like it's too nice of a storm, so to speak. It's like the perfect storm to blow things out of proportion. And I'm not taking light of the potential, but this is just absolutely unpredictable. People are using this as an ability to provide terrible service. I understand people are under a lot of stress, and stuff just keeps coming, and but let's be realistic here. Let's just go ahead and not call the kettle white, because it's black, and I know it, everybody else knows it. So don't sell stuff that you don't have, JM Bullion. Simple as that. If your inventory isn't lining up, then that's not my fault. And so send me what you do have in stock. And so she even said that even if I wanted something in stock, it would still be 2 weeks. Just to put it into a box and catch it up with their supposed 20,000 orders that they have on standby. An hour. I was just doing some other stuff and had them on the phone on wait for an hour to talk to somebody. And one lady made it seem like she could take care of me and just switch it out with something that they have in stock. Then the manager got on the phone after I, asked if I could speak to her. And it was, she was trying to put this all on me. Like, sir, this isn't how it works. And we have an order from the mint that we're claiming that we already actually have, and we're selling based on that order that we haven't even gotten yet. And so I don't understand why they were claiming that they could make delivery on this stuff based on stuff they didn't even have in stock. They weren't probably thinking they would sell out of inventory so quick, and so they claimed that they had more inventory than they did based on their supposed orders from the mint, which doesn't make sense, because you can go on their website, punch in 1,000 quantity, and if they don't have that, they'll say, oh, you can only get 70 of these things. So 70? You really have 70 left? Why don't you just put that number to 0? Because you don't have any. And asking, hey, I'd like to switch that out with something you have in stock. Oh, well, even if we were to do that, and my order was supposed to go out today, but they didn't put the order in because they couldn't fulfill the whole thing based on their inventory being silly and sporadic. You make an order, you take it off of inventory. Simple as that. What if everybody shows up and wants to buy the same coin, and you sell the coin 5 times to different people? That's borderline criminal. And if you don't have something in process that's real time, you purchase something, it goes through. I mean, you've already debited my account for the money. You took the money without having the product. Doesn't make sense. I know people do it all the time. It's just the way of our digital age, and it's just silly. So anyway, I'm off the horn. You guys comment. Let me know what you think down below. I might have some more of this content coming, and I know it's a little bit off the cuff, so to speak, but I just wanted to get this out there and kind of give you just a real gist of it right off the cuff. I'll have a script a little bit more to follow in the future, but for right now, I just wanted to get this out there because I got other stuff to do. So, kick back, sip your coffee, polish up your silver. I'm just kidding. And just get some of your stuff ready to go, and make sure you take care of yourself. All right, everybody. Peace.